Hey there team, and welcome to Cirith Ungol. I think Cirith Ungol is like the Tower of Spiders or something along those lines. We have a 5v3 with Evil on the defense. Now, okay, with the likes of Umbar, that makes me feel a little bit more confident. I was a bit worried when I thought, like, Evil on the defense can be a little bit troublesome. Mordor, okay. Again, a lot of those Black Numenorians, perhaps. And Rhun, okay, no. Right, that makes me feel a bit better. I was worried that we'd have like 3 orcish factions on the defense, and as much as I love to see it, I know how difficult it can be. Why am I going to the attackers first? The attackers can't be seen yet. We'll go for the defenders. Of course, Cirith Ungol, not a standard siege. And we do have the Watchers here too. Okay, cool. Anyway, no, I've never actually really looked at them. There's an amazing little lore video I watched. I think it was just released like a month ago or something like that on the old YouTube about the Watchers. And I love the red tree that the Umbar trebuchet crew have. Anyway, we've got Thanatos here. He's got his treb. No Nawaki. No Nawaki. Is Rhun Nawaki? Oh, right, Rhun is Nawaki. I was worried for a second. I was like, Thanatos with a Nawaki? That's insane. We're going to stop for a quick second, just to snag his arm while it's like this. Belgar Pikes, I like that. Footman. Axe Guard, Simadunaim Shield Guard. Alcrondas Legion. Casimir's Rangers. Crossbowmen. More crossbowmen there. Royal Guard. Sentinels and the Harbingers. That's where we've got the General today. And then we've actually got some more over here too. Corsair Fencers, Alcrondas Legion, and more Alcrondas Legion. A lot of those locked morale, exceptionally skilled men-at-arms are going to make this very troublesome for an attacker. Something as well I noticed recently. I love these little, can't see it too well, but yeah, the little bumps above the gate. That's a really nice touch, you know? Some good hard work going in there. Then, Mordor. Filler. He's grabbed his entire army like this. Orc Javi's there. Sauron's well. Blackguard Barad-dûr, fantastic. Yeah, good for just holding the line. Stop the enemy from pushing through you. Not that the good guys really have too much in the way of pushing units. More Orc Javis. Halberds. Is that double Olokai? 13. Yeah, I think. No. Surely not. No, it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, I was just miscounting. I was like, surely there's a better option rather than just going for 2 units from Olokai. We've got the Temple Guard there. Probably got the General. I'm not really seeing. And there's no doubt some Nazgul. Temple Executioners I saw pop up for a second as well. There's no doubt some Nazgul in there as well. So then Nawaki, Dragon's Wrath crossbows, still body piercing in this version. In the new, when the not so much patch, when the new version of Reforged comes out, they will lose that. Scion Rim, Eastron crossbows, Gamp Rim, Eastron crossbows, so many golden boys. Narem, and then heaps of Gamp Rim. Then the camels chosen over here with the Dragon's Wrath Warlords and the Camels Dragon Knights, not the Dragon's Wrath anything, the Camels Dragon Knights. So, okay. Umbar didn't have any cav. Mordor doesn't have any cav. So Nawaki's cav, although as good as they are, Nawaki's cav is going to be totally by itself out there. So that's something he's going to have to be a little bit careful about. As well as that, in the new version, I'm wondering, are we going to go back to this? Because there's a lot of places like Barad-dûr and here, not Barad-dûr, sorry, Bursagath and the likes of here, that have switched over to this standard mountain texture. I'm wondering, is this going to come back and be the black Mordor texture that we know from well, the past, really? So, I don't know. I'd like that. It definitely it does make the the black walls and everything look a little bit more fearsome, a little bit scarier when it is in the with the black textures around it. Come on, boys. It's not going to take too much longer, I'm sure. Of course, with this, that gate just opens automatically. You don't need to have a ram for it. You don't need to blow it up. You'll just walk right through it on Cirith Ungol. I guess 3,000 frames is not too slow for a deployment, but oh, there we go, fantastic. So we're gonna stay at 1 times speed for a second until I see that cavalry over. Actually, sorry, it's this cav over here. Until I see that making some moves, we'll stay at 1 times speed. Let's go for the first attacker. Actually, no, 0.5, I think. Yeah, let's make sure we do get through these guys. Sharkan with Imladris. So we got some exceptional skill right off the bat. Eldrimwe Archers and Godhulim there. armored up Cardolan too. Imladris Guardians, Swords of Rivendell, lots and lots of Swords of Rivendell. With the Elder Emwy Swordmasters, Spears, and Gwathi Arthand in the back. Not a lot of numbers, and being next to Lothlorien, who also is probably not going to have a lot of numbers, they might be in a bit of trouble there, Sharkan. Anyway, Loredan Spears and Axemen. More Loredan Axemen. Then Loredan Warriors, Blades of the Wood with an armor upgrade. Still not very heavily armored, but they've got an armor upgrade. March Wardens there, Loredan Archers, Spears of the Wood, March Wardens again. Okay, right, so we do actually have quite a few. We've gone for a lot of the more militia units of Lothlorien. Kindred there, and Loredan Archers and Woodland Protectors. Okay, good. So Modexa has kind of gone for taking a good few numbers there, which I think is worthwhile. And somebody who will definitely have a lot of troops on the field today is Petty. Petty's been in a lot of my battles recently. He's got his battling brandybucks there. Don't let them get shot at, and you'll be fine. Sheriffs of the Farthings, they have an anti-cavalry bonus. If they zoom on over, they might be able to go and help out up against those heavy knights. And if they can hurl out a lot of their rocks first before they get engaged, could be okay. Back here we got some Bjornings, okay, and the Ents, more Sheriffs, Proudfoot Protectors, and battling brandybucks again. Where's the rest of your army, my friend? No, where? Oh, all hidden, of course. I totally forgot that everything from the Hobbits can basically hide. Dale with his barding marksman, long schlong, 54. No, I've not seen that before. Barding marksman, barding herd, and then dismounted Earls of Dale, Lake Town Pikes. Yeah, from what I'm seeing so far, I definitely like this army for a siege. What we were definitely missing from this army so far is like a very numerous but heavily armored attack, and Dale can do that. Dale does have a pretty diverse roster. We do have the Blackshot Dragon Slayers mixed in there too, and of course the Lake Town Pikes are not heavily armored, but they have got those numbers. And mixed in with the Barding Herd and the Dismounted Earls of Dale, that's a tough thing to fight. And Duran with, again, another heavily armored faction here. He's got his Minhira Sharpshooters, Men-at-Arms there, the Wardens of Tyr and Gorthad, and Meditar Roman Guardians, some Tharbad Warhammers. Everybody's bunching their boys up today, so it's a little bit tricky. But I guess this is sensible because he kind of maybe expected a cannon placed right there to blast him, so he wanted to keep stuff hidden. And Minhiriath Archers, fantastic. Okay, cool. And then backed up by, in front of them, some Minhiriath Spearmen. So that is super duper. I'm quite into seeing those Minhiriath Archers. I really very rarely take them myself. But to a siege, I can see sense. I do worry maybe Duran has a little bit too much ranged power. Oh well, we'll get around to it in a minute. Camel's Dragon Knights, yeah, Nowaki, no point in that right now. He's going to pull back and go for a much better attack later, I'm sure. Even with the likes of the Sheriffs and the Bjornings, the Hobbits might be a bit of a go-to for me. Those very lightly armoured Hobbit boys will go down so easy to a charge. Like, really nothing. And not really do too much damage to you in response. Those little throwing rocks that the Sheriffs have take a very long time to do damage. They've got quite a lot of them, and they are armor piercing, those little rocks. But no, so you can sort of get in and out quite easily. And in melee, nah, they do have an anti-cavalry bonus, as I say, but it's not strong enough to do all that much. We're at 2 times speed here, so there will be a little pointer in the description of when the battle starts properly. So you can feel free to jump to that, and that's when either the first arrow is fired or the first melee clash is about to begin. Or if I've missed it, the first melee clash has begun. Now, we have the warlords here. That actually makes me feel a little bit better. The cavalry power is not just resting on Rhun. I was kind of surprised when I looked through and I didn't see any from Umbar, but that's good from Thanatos. And it's as well, we've got one on the left and one on the right now too, so that, because what I would do if I was petty here, not if I was petty, but if I was petty, I would probably grab all of my melee cav and go and focus solely on those runic knights. I would just want to be, not so much hunting them, but I would want to be watching them and mirroring their movements. This is actually a path that I've never taken in Carathon. I've never come down this way. I've fought in this area. I've come down here, but I've never ever used that. in all my times of playing. I really like this map. I love it for free-for-alls. Because I like free-for-all maps that basically nobody starts in here. Nobody's allowed to start in here. But if you run to it, that's totally fine. Okay, we have people dead, so we'll start from here. And it's Sentinels that have taken this damage. So I'm interested to know. We'll go to 1x speed for a second. I'm wondering how the heck that happened. I mean, firing up and over. I think the Godhelm just fired up and over. It's okay. I mean, Sharkan knows what he's doing. And with that sort of high elven accuracy, you can see we have actually dropped a few of these guys. Are they No, they are Sentinels. They're not a Dunheim Shield Guard. So, okay, cool. And a few more of them are a bit bloodied. Alright, okay. Not something I would have done, but it seems to have gone okay. And if it was just 1 or 2 quick volleys, I'm always a fan of that. You know, I think... Ooh, okay, yeah, if you're gonna use a treb, I would go for Imladris for sure. Sharkan got pretty freaking lucky there. He is reacting, but yeah, okay, good. He's getting better. I think he just grabbed everybody and ran them away, but that still kept them together in this blob. So now he's a bit more sensible. He's spreading them out properly. That's good. Yeah, and these guys are safe. But anyway, I am a big fan of just sometimes looking at the battlefield and thinking, okay, yeah, I can just give them a quick shot. You know, just watching what happens. It is just one shot at the end of the day. It's not going to lose you the entire battle just because you wasted a shot off your archers. It's yeah. Sometimes it's good to just take it. Now Petty's still staying steady. Now, yeah, you could argue he's right there, but I would want to maybe be moving up a little bit. What about Duran is wasting no time though. He's being quite careful with his spears. He is, of course, watching out for those knights. Yeah, good, keeping a spear in the back. This is where I really come undone, when I have to move while threatened with cav. But Duran is definitely doing this very, very well. He's going to have to watch out for Dale, but saying that, Dale does have Lake Town pikes. But I'm sure he'll keep those spears here. He'll watch out for them. Wards of Tir and Gorthad on the back. Awesome. And, yep. Nwaki could come flying across there, but again, spearmen standing by. Duran just watching all corners right now. And yeah, they're going for this outer defense. Kirathungal is too small to have your entire army inside. If it's like a 1v2 or maybe even a 2v3 type situation, yeah, you can. But when you've got 3 defenders, no. You really need to be defending the outside. And outside here, you've got just a handful of choke points to watch out for anyway. The only real issue is if they do end up breaking you here and pushing on down, you might not be able to get your guys out of this area. Ooh, I like this. Warlords of Umbar, really aggressive movements here from Thanatos. He's actually engaging. Alcrondas Legion going toe-to-toe with the Swords of Revendale. Super duper. It's very rare that you actually see the Swords of Revendale beaten by human men-at-arms, but no, the Alcrondas Legion are showing their worth there. Of course, you know, their ancestors preparing to go and strike at the elves in Valinor, so they're prepared for this. They're ready. Oh, damn, that's a shame for those warlords. The vast majority of them got away, but that is upsetting to lose a few of them there. Now those Eldraine with spears were actually losing for a while, if you saw that, but that was mainly just because I think they were focused on the cav behind them. And yeah, really coming flying forward there. No, going there then. Whoa, we are... Oh, I don't think we're too lucky. It was the Swords of Revendale there. A few of these guys getting dangerously close, but relying on their elven agility. Holy smokes, one wrong foot though. Whoop. But yeah, okay, the Gwaithiarthan are pulled back. I guess crossbows being a threat, but that would have been a baller early use of them. Don't expose your backs though, my man. If I'd be running forward with my crossbows in the hopes of getting 1 or 2 quick shots. Eldarin with archers, that I'd be happy enough with that shot as well. Now the thing that Thanatos is doing here is he's just engaging Imladris before Imladris' allies are anywhere near ready to attack. I mean, Lothlorien could come forward and start pressuring maybe, but Lothlorien is coming in to back him up here. But I'm sure Sharkan's inflicting some casualties here. Giving Imladris a fair melee fight is never really too bad a thing for them. Okay, yeah, okay, good. That my cursor showed Swords of Revendale. What? Why Whoa, that's interesting. Maybe because they're so close to there, it thinks they're, like, raised up. Huh, I don't know. Anyway, sorry, distracted for a second. Casimir's Rangers are actually opening fire there, and yeah, so the likes of Swords and Rivendell will not enjoy that. So even if Sharkan does end up getting his army wiped out here, giving them a fair melee fight is going to hurt Thanatos a lot. Now, Temple Guard showing up there. I'm still, like, I'm sure the crossbows are running on over here, but I'm surprised to not see them engaging just yet. But yeah, if those Temple Guard can start shooting the Eldraine Swordmasters into the Gotalim, fantastic. I think the Gotalim probably going to be returning fire to the Temple Guard. A few of them getting their shot mixed up by the Swordmasters there. Or maybe, I don't actually know what they're going for. No, they are going for the Temple Guard though. That's definitely who you want to, because those Temple Guard will hurt the heavily armored units arrayed against them. There's nowhere really to run. Sharkan's kind of embedding himself now, so he's... Yeah. I think Sharkan's going to get wiped out here, along with some of his allies. Oh, the Gwathi Miradain armored up as well. Yeah, they're smashing through the Alcarondas Legion. Yep, really butchering your way through. Oh, this is where we had some cav on the attack. We got the Bjornings, but just something to go and rinse those Temple Guard. I know the Wardens... Not the Wardens, the Warlords would be a bit of a mess for that. Sharkan getting a little bit too big for his boots, maybe. Going to get shot in the back, and maybe even charged in the back. I know he's trying to pursue those Temple Guard, but I think he's gone a bit too deep with it. Okay. Okay, Thanatos. Right, 72 before the charge. Oh, that's a shame for Thanatos, yeah. And now they're going to go down really quick. Eldraine Spears may not have an they may not be counter to armor, but the amount of damage they do, they don't really need to be. Bandits from Cardolan coming on forward. Where's next little Javi boys instead of in Divide and Conquer, where they are just standard sword and board. Or little, what should I call it? What's that little falchion? Little falchion and sword, well, little falchion and shield, I should say. I know falchion is a sword, but it's a very little sword. Quite a good one, though. Quite a nice little one. Never really used it in Mountain Blade, though. I like pole arms in Mountain Blade. That's my thing. Oh, those beer boys coming in. Yeah, it's starting to stare them down. Hobbitry coming on up this side, though. Sheriffs moving back. Yeah, okay, cool. I mean, I'm sure Filler doesn't really want to use his jabs against the hobbits. But yeah, so this is really where the bulk of the fighting is going on right now. What are we at, anyway? 8 for 4. That's an unpleasant place to be as a defender, but you're killing, you're not killing any hobbits right now. You're killing the elves of Imladris. So you can't be too upset about that. Those Axe Guard really struggling there, which is a shame because their armor-piercing value would be quite useful. I think this may be a little bit of a misclick from Thanatos. Just dragging his boys. If he was wanting to run away, this is the way to do it. But they've gotten out. They have gotten out. That's good. Alcarondas Legion, more troops coming on in here. Really just wanting to wipe out this elven attack, but there's a lot in reserve. Modex's, he's gone for the safer option of coming down and supporting his ally, but he is now pushing some troops over here to begin his own assault. Yeah, sometimes, as I say, it's safe. If you see your ally doing okay on their push, sometimes it's very tempting. Oh no, Dragon Knights. Oh no. Ooh, most of them are going to get away, but oh damn, that is a really messy opponent to be getting into a fight with. And I'm actually shocked. Okay, right, this guy, I'm surprised they didn't all die. That one guy getting away is very lucky. So I'm sure this... Let's see, where are these shots? It's coming up and over, but that's effective fire. That's really quite effective fire for them. Just trying to shut down those body-piercing crossbows, who have an amazing shot right now. But still, yeah, Nawaki running all the way over here to hopefully be useful. And unfortunately losing a few Cavaliers in the process. These Cav are showing their backs. That was something we noticed in the last fight, in the Black Gate battle. Nawaki had his cavalry's butts exposed a little bit, but nobody's shooting them right now. I know that the Godflim have another target right now, but I'd be really tempted to just lay some fire down at the back of those Dragon Knights, because now as the formation gets more and more spread out, cavalry is becoming a lot more useful. Of course, our Blackguards, yep, just unload on anything. This is starting to get a bit wild. I would be tempted to call the retreat. at this point. I would really be tempted to just get the hell out of here. Because it was a damn good idea, and it was going well at the start, but Medexa sending a lot of his forces on in. Okay, right, those Blade Masters took a nasty charge, very good. Warlords, of course, not being... Whoa! What was that? That was a really nice in-tandem jab volley. That looked really good. Oh yeah, shoot, I need a screenshot. Yep, that's quite cool. Camel himself sort of running through the Blackguards. You got the Elder Renway in sight, engaging that. Okay, yeah, good. Just in case I forget to take anything else. Hopefully something nicer will pop up later, but yeah. It's always such a shame when I get through a battle and I'm like, nice, and then I didn't actually take a screenshot. So I have to go back and find another moment. Warlord's still steady. Let's see, is there anything going on the other side of the battlefield? Oh, Trebs! Again, pretty unlucky with that Treb. Could have gotten a nicer hit. But Lothlorien is engaging here, where the boys are a bit stronger. Yeah, those Corsair Fencers are really, just vastly outnumbering the Lorenan Spears. Just stabbing away at them. Corsair Fencers are damn good, actually. And just engaging away. Because Medex has put so much effort into backing up Imladris, which, as I say, I think has turned out to be a good thing. He doesn't really have enough to do all that much on his own there. The humans are coming forward here. Olakai coming in to stop them, and there's no armor piercing on this front line. Apart from bandits, little jabs, but that's long spent.
The enemy are badly blooded.
Men at arms, sharpshooters, but they're not going to be shooting at the Olakai. Getting some lob shots actually. Oh wow, that's some good shooting from the sharpshooters. Really well done there. Yeah, these how are we keeping the morale together? I guess Dunedain captains are too far away to provide their morale buff. Do not know. I'm chuffed. I'm really surprised that those boys are holding, especially the bandits. I guess it's just because they've got so many troops behind them. That's just keeping them safe, keeping them ready. And the much darker bandits from the Hobbit folk. That's kind of funny. Cool. Anyway, fighting side by side with the Hobbit tree in arms, trying to push through. I don't. What we? Oh, I guess we're trying to shut down the Javies. Good stuff, Petty. But the low morale. We need to come forward a little bit more aggressively, which we are now. I would, if I was Petty, I'd really have more of my troops ready to go right now. Because he's doing okay in this frontline fight. But when he's trying to push forward to stuff like this, without really troops to back these guys up, I do fear for them. Orc Javies meeting their match in the Hobbit tree in arms. No... Oh, is there... Yeah, no fancy plays going. Actually, that's a lie. Dale, under a long schlong, is marching up this way. And with these halberds, that's not going to be fun for Rhun. Eastern crossbows, don't really think they've got a shot there. If they were bold enough to run over... Nah, no. You could maybe put a unit there, get there, shoot them, but nah, it's not worth it. Dismounted Earls of Dale walking through that high damage arrow fire, but that's all it is. High damage arrow fire. No armor piercing, so that massive amount of armor, that good shield, they'll be okay for a fair bit of that. Just trying to back up the flank of the Barding Herd. I'm surprised the Barding Herd are having so much okay, that's fine now. They were losing for a moment, but that's really a nice fight for them. A good, slow, organized push against a heavily armored enemy. Dunedain captains, unarmored Dunedain captains. Disgusting. Making their way in now. Yeah, they'll keep this line together without an issue, and they'll actually have a good bit of attack damage to slice their way through the Olakai. Not like I would be tempted to use the Tharbad Warhammers actually. I know you kind of prefer to use the Tharbad Warhammers against something really nice, but I'm the Olakai. I would use the Warhammers myself. But it's nice to see something hidden on in there. I guess with how damaged the Olakai already are, it seems unnecessary. Sharkan, so 28 for 26. Again, we're down, but we have to keep in mind what we've been killing as a defender. And oh no! Oh, I'm glad we came back for this. Ouch. That definitely hurts. All of these guys are elves pushing right through them there. Woodland Protectors from Medexa just raining some jabs in there. Is that you out? No. Keep going, boys. Because the blooming cavalry certainly are not. Well, they certainly will, I mean. Nice little charge. They don't have their spears out yet. Ah, and they actually interrupted that hit. Oh, holy smokes. Alright, well, they'll take out their spears now. That was a slow, close-range charge. 23 warlords. How many do we think are going to get out of this? A few quick stabs there. Yeah, we are stabbing away, but perhaps not quickly enough. And yeah, good stuff. Absolutely beautiful stuff here. Just keep chasing them down. I would have been tempted to turn around and fight them, in all honesty. Because yeah, just running away from a unit of cav like that, when they're actually on you and slicing you down, running away is just going to give them so many free hits. You know, I've seen that a lot in my recent campaign. Oh! Oh, the gates just don't... Oh, they are just not there. Gotcha. Cool, that's fine then. No, I've seen before, like, sometimes the gates will open up, but I might be mistaken. They just open up for both sides. The Watcher's not really doing their jobs, it seems. Battling Brandybucks there. Oh, Battling Brandybucks going toe-to-toe with the Blackguard of Barad-dûr. That's actually quite a nice fight for the Hobbit folk. What we got over here? Minas Morgul Chosen. Yeah, I mean, Petty's got a nasty fight, but he's not going to get through here. That's something that I'm sure he knows, his allies know. All he's doing is taking attention and getting kills. It really is down to the doublers on either flank to really do some good work. But saying that, there's no Dale. Well, there are very few Dalian forces over here. And there's actually, yeah, there are a few Bjornings still. The Olokai are still standing. Orc Jave's there. Oh, wow. Oh, no, this is a bit of a misstep from Filler. Yeah, perfect. Sharpshooters, are you in range? Oh, you're not, but the Royal Guard are. Actually, are those Royal Guard firing? Shoot again, please. You don't shoot poison arrows, do you? What? Did the Royal Guard shoot poison arrows? Definitely not something I knew. I thought they were just firing, like, very high damage arrows. It could just be, that could just be a signifying, like, yeah, this is a big, painful arrow that I'm shooting you with, but I don't know. Usually sort of a black trail signifies a poison. Dragon's Wrath Guildsmen, trying to protect the crossbowmen. Yeah, they are pulling back. Oh, goodness me. Dragon's Wrath crossbows is where Nawaki's got his general. See, I see people do this a lot. I see people put their general on with a crossbowman. I get it, but like, oh, damn. I feel it stops you being able to be too risky with your crossbows, or if you are risky with your crossbows, it runs a high chance of you losing your general. We'll see if he ends up regretting that later on. That general's already quite bloodied. And the Gwathi Meridain are on him here. They might get him. Oh, this is where Thanatos... He wants to hold that front line, but he might need to rush on forward there. Actually, no. Nawaki's doing the right thing. Just, it's a long way, but probably for the best. Oh, the Godlim are on him, though. They do not want that general or the unit that he is part of to escape. The warlords, though. Oh. This might be exactly what Nawaki wants. Just let them get a little bit further away, and then the warlords can slam him. Imladris Guardians here, there's no spears. I would be slamming the back of that. I think this cavalry has been incredibly powerful, hasn't it? Woodland Protectors coming on up. Gwathi Arthan sprinting on over there. I'm sure that Sharkan sees what's about to happen, but he's not fast enough to stop it. God, those poor guys got ravaged. Probably looks like Dragon's Wrath crossbow fire. What we doing? Yeah, he's catching it. Sharkan is catching it. Good. Just grab a unit, try and save your Gwathi Meridain. Lock them in melee for a second. Hold them there for long enough for the Gwathi Arthan to get there. Oh, that's a close range charge. But it's going to hit. 44. No, it didn't hit properly. Took out a few of them, but it didn't hit properly. And the Gwathi Arthan are going to be on top of them. Ooh. No. Sharkan was lucky. Gwathi Meridain now fighting the Shield Guard. How's this fight going on over here? Yeah, now that they're just normally engaging, we see some guildsmen running on over. They're fast, but are they going to be fast enough to save the general? Probably not. Not with a Godlim stabbing away in 1v1. That's not going to make it. Oh, see that? That's kind of a nice little thing there. Could use something like that. Yeah, guildsmen running on in. Routing Axemen being ignored. How's the Dalian push here? Looks like it's going wet. Actually, whoa, wow. That sturdy Scion Rim, backed up with a few Gamp Rim, is really holding out nicely. surprises me. I guess the pikemen not really having the damage necessary to get through. But no, it's... Even if they're not quick, like, Dale is doing a decent job here at just sort of wearing them down, I feel. But maybe he does need to be faster. His allies across the world are losing. Yep, broken. That's a big break. That's a damn big break. Nazgul are there. To be fair, he had the Dunedain captains right in there. He did his best to keep their morale together. But, yeah, Filler did a damn good job just totally surround them. They are Cardolan at the end of the day. You can give them as many morale buffers as you want. They're still not going to be able to do what, you know, Gondor and the like can do. Farmers of Buckland going toe-to-toe with Mordor on guard. Again, Farmers of Buckland easily able to take that. Mordor on halberds and Minas Morgul Chosen losing again here. Yeah, Petty's doing quite nice in these fights. I think that they're kind of letting the little Hobbit boys run a bit freely. They're not countering them as aggressively as perhaps they should be. And, well, that's allowing them to focus a bit more on the other sides and on the other attackers. Imladris Guardians slicing up the Crosshair crossbows. This is a bit of a wild retreat now for the forces of evil. And I don't know if it's... there's definitely been a few mistakes throughout. That general's still alive. Right, they're engaging the guildsmen. Oh, crossbows, they still have ammo. That's beautiful. They're going to sit right up here. Or not even right up there, they could just sit right there and they'll start blasting them. Ooh, even there they might get a shot. Oh, that's going to hurt. That's going to definitely hurt. Gotland kind of losing that fight. I guess they've been through so much already. Showing the power of Imladris, but... Temple Guard there, toe-to-toe with the Gwathi Arthan. That's a fight the Gwathi Arthan will win. But it's not, you know, they're going to be bloodied for it. March Wardens pulling back there. And I think, like, the defenders have lost so much countering the elves in this manner. But once it's done, they're going to be able to just ignore this side. Actually, I don't think they're going to be able to finish it. I think Lothlorien still just has a bit too much left. Those Kindred, don't think they've fired too much, but they're good in melee. Of course, our crossbows up there starting to fire in. We need something to counter them. Even Kindred, I'd open up on that. If he's noticed. I actually don't think he's caring. I think he's going to run on in. I guess it's only Harbingers in his way. Yeah, fair play. I don't think we've got any more Lothlorien archers. Shoot those crossbows. Something shoot those crossbows. Because right now, they will be having an absolute field day against the Imladris infantry. And your own. The Kindred. Where are the Kindred? I'd shoot them. What are we going for? The Kindred might be out of their range now. Oh. Yep, just go for the Lornan Axemen. And the Lornan Warriors. Oh, holy smokes. And archers there too. Yeah, that hurts. Unshielded, nicely armored, and just very, very high quality. Yeah, we can see a few of these guys have been just whittled down by the crossbows. Yeah, Sharkan's grabbed his men and he's just given an attack order there. But they really are wrapped up. Like, doing this is going to... Oh, no, I think he's just kind of pushing himself deeper in with the guildsmen. We saw in a recent... What was that? It was a 1v1 where I think Bilbo was able to slam his own forces so tightly up against his enemies that when his enemy used their body-piercing rangers, they were actually ripping through their own infantry more than they were his. So that might have been his plan, but he has gotten through. I think this is a good idea. You know, yeah, if you're gonna just die, so like you might as well hope to kill the general and hope to wipe out the last few of those crossbows because there's not many of them left. Blowing that horn, I appreciate it, Nawaki. Gwathi Arthan there. Oh, I guess it's the Temple Guard. Yeah, the Balakith marksmen, they won't die easy. So much firepower coming back from the defenders' lines, or from the defenders' side of the battle. Yeah, these poor guys just shredded by more crossbow fire. Yeah, they're holding back. Yeah, the March Wardens. See, we could have maybe had the March Wardens setting up there and shredding those crossbows, but I don't know. You could argue that you're not going to really stop the crossbows from using up all of the ammunition they have. Oh, this is fair play from Thanatos. I think he's probably almost out of ammo, or he's probably only got his rotting meat left, and you don't really want to use rotting meat. I mean, maybe up against Cardolan and the Hobbits, but hey, It's always a risky idea when your morale is lower than your enemies. So I think he's just using this as a blocker. Fair. Okay, cool. I like it. I like it. Wow, okay. I guess, yeah, this wasn't where the push was happening. This is where the push is happening. Beordings, yeah, still waiting there. Oh, that's nice. That definitely is hurting them. They've come forward. Pretty aggressive. I say Duran's really... He's been... For as much as he was like careful in the start of this battle and like watching his corners, as soon as we start getting quite aggressive, he has left a few of these like chunks open. But Petty is nearby. Farmer's Buckland coming on in. These Corsair crossbows shooting the Sarons well right in the back. Oh god, that hurts for those Sarons. Well, yeah, that is who they're going for. Yeah, I would definitely want to give them a shot or two, because surely the morale. Yeah, that's them broken. Now I would switch. I'd switch over to the. Yeah, I'd just wreck that, because you're taking a lot of damage from them, and I think the Narim are an okay shot. It's not a bad thing to be hitting. Gap Rim, Sarons. Well, we don't actually have an ending rally point for the defenders, so they are just going to be bolting off the map when they run away. We have an attack. Looks like the Lornan warriors. You can see that the trebuchet doing some good work there, but when you're up against such high quality units, like I often think that this sort of blockage is very useful at splitting up those phalanx attacks, but up against Lothlorien, that's not really what you're worried about attacking you. But still, he was defending with Harbingers, so it's a good idea. And it's definitely fair enough. And there's nothing else to do with the Treb anyway. Oh, what you worry about now is it actually taking up some of your fire? You can't really hit these guys, but they're trying to hit them instead, so it's okay. Warriors pushing on through from Modexa. Yeah, you need to shut down those crossbows, I guess. They can't have too much ammo left, but still... You can't know. Ugh. Yeah, you can't know when they are doing so much work against you. Is that Uruk Captains? That's where the general is. I say I like to put the general in there when I have. Actually, Temple Guard or Uruk Captains. Either or works for me. I think they're both decent all units to have your general in. As much as I do like not cavalry general. I hate cavalry generals. As much as I like archer generals. Sarons well being pushed back there. Temple Executioner is taking crossbow fire. Looks like he has just decided to engage the Narim with swordsmen. Oh, these poor boys broken there. Along with the hobbits broken. Shadowbows, I'm sure Nowaki just trying to frantically use up what's left of his ammo. Dale's going to be getting through here, and I think... Oh, there's even some peasantry from Dale, the camp followers for this attack having to get sent on into the fight. But I do, Dale's going to be strong after this. He's going to be the strongest of the attackers. And, I'll say that. Eastern crossbows in the back here. Is Rhun... I don't know if Rhun's got any intention of actually getting those troops inside the fort. I don't think he has. I don't think he's got any real ability to get those troops inside the fort. Now, his general didn't die. I don't actually know what happened to those crossbows. Drangsworth Guildsman here getting shot up. This attack now, it's no longer really an attack. It's, yeah, it's just sort of skirmishing around in the open here. I really like it. Temple Guard, yeah, the absolute... Oh, I thought they were the Gwethi Arthan. They're not. They're some Imladris Guardians. But still, the sturdy, stoic nature of Imladris. Taking out the last of these Corsair Blackguards. Oh, they broke! Oh, he's just menacingly approaching them with that banner, and that broke them. That surprised me. Wait, admit defeat. Is that... Oh. If that was him, fair enough. But he still had a little bit of killing to do. Like, not much, but yeah, it's fair enough. Like, he's done his part. Like, I think Sharkan's fought very, very well there. And he can be pretty happy with himself. But still, he could have racked up a few more kills. Not many. Maybe those guys did rout, and he admitted defeat right after they routed. That's very possible. Corsair crossbows now here. Is this the same damn unit? I think it is. Jeezy peeps, those guys have to be close to the end of their ammunition now. Oh, those poor hobbits. Well, to be honest, if you're gonna use your crossbow fire against my hobbits, I'm all for it. I'd be over the moon if I was petty right now. Those Temple Executioners, goodness sake, being a Temple Executioner are just being swamped with hobbits. Two of the battling Brandybuck can do some damage to you. Hobbitry and arms just like just chipping away. Jesus Christ, each one of them fighting like a 1v12 at the minute. These are not Bandobras archers, these are just the Turkish hunters rattling in. Hey, shadow bows, yeah, totally. Go for that. I like it. I don't actually think we've got any Bandobras archers today. The Ents still nice and healthy in the back. No real trolls to go toe-to-toe with them later. Tharbad Warhammer's enjoying this. Camel shadow bows, yeah. I think Nawaki's been pretty... He must be pretty happy with them. They've used up most of their ammo. Yeah, shredding through the left side of this. Yeah, this is a bit of a goof from Duran. Yeah, he's noticed now. But that's definitely hurt them a wee bit. What are these guys fighting? Oh, the Nazgul. Okay, yeah. They'll take their time, but they'll get him. They'll get him. As long as they don't end up routing. But what I'd really be wanting to do here is I'd probably, if you were in good communication, now this is something that's very difficult to type to each other, but if you were speaking to them, I would want to just get my archers back and just say, hey, Petty, can you charge him? Because one good charge, that guy's dead, but he is going to kill quite a few more of the Minheriath archers. So, yeah, it's it's fair enough. I'm sure nobody's too upset about it, though. Okay. What are we shooting at there? Took me a second to actually see. Oh, we're taking returning fire from the Adunam Shadowbows. Trebuchet team doing their best. And yeah, we've got a bit of a surround here for Medexa. We've got the Kindred. I'm sure we want them to use up their ammo. Even if Modexa doesn't push in, even if Modexa doesn't actually make an attack just yet, I think if he can just battle it out here quite effectively, just kill what's still left outside in this area. Oh, this... Nawaki's general, and he does still have one crossbowman left. That could, it's not a meme. That could actually be a really big deal in the later stage of this battle. Camel's Shadowbows, unfortunately on fire at will. Oh, that's a shame. They're on fire at will right now, and they are going to be wasting ammunition on these routing troops. Oh, no. Yep, that's a shame. But, yeah, so they couldn't have had much ammo left, and they're just wasting it now. That's too bad. They ran really fast, though. Oh, they just happened to be another unit that had about the same amount of troops left. Okay, fair. Well. Anyway, Nawaki over here. Still engaging. Kimmel's Shadow Guard. Going to be enjoying that fight for a little while. But not for long, because they're going to get pushed through and surrounded. The Dalian Royal Guard, I like that. Getting them used in melee. And the Sapphire Bladesmen, that's a cool matchup, actually. Both sort of hybrid units there. But Sapphire Bladesmen, I think, are armor piercing in melee with their huge sort of falxes. Or falx. What's the plural falx? I think it's falx. And the Gamp Brim might be just what you need to shut that down. But the Dalian Paladins are getting in there now. Yeah, if these Bardic Marksmen can shut down the crossbows, which it looks like they're going to. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, fair. Just unload on that. So that you got a better chance of winning that fight, I guess. But yeah. If I could tie them up, which he has done, fantastic. Oh, there's more Eastern crossbows here. Tharbad Warhammer's trying to silence them too. Oh my god. Imagine being a little, Easterling coming over here to, help your good old ally Sauron defend his homeland. And you've been doing so well in the fight so far, but then on one side, Tharbad Warhammers, on the other side, Dalian Paladins. That's not a pleasant place to be. Definitely not for, a non-elite unit. Ah, okay, that was that sort of jumping charge animation I was talking about in the Gundabad fight that I did recently. I saw the Uruk archers do that, and I was like, oh, I've never seen somebody do that before. But no, as we can see, the Minheriath archers are doing it there. I'm surprised they didn't break instantly. Really surprised they didn't break instantly. That is such a shame. If they get a general kill, that could be really lucky. Just accidentally, the general gets his head smashed open by a Dalian Royal Guard. Not Dalian Royal Guard, Dalian Paladin. So they seem to want to finish this off. Oh, okay. No. I was going to say they're finishing that off first before they get stuck in there, but that is not the case. The Ents want this done, and they're flying on in. There's Nazgul. Oh, we might have had 2 units of Nazgul. That is quite commonly seen. The Nazgul will actually be very good against the Ents. They'll take damage from the Ents, a hell of a lot of damage from the Ents, but they will actually kill them quite effectively. And if a few more, yeah, if the fodder gets forward a little bit, so that they can take some damage for the Ents. It sounds so weird, but you know they can do that. Returning fire to the shadow bows. Proudfoot protectors. I love the very simple like round shield that the Proudfoots have. It's yeah, I don't know, just like simple round shields like that just are really aesthetically appealing to me. Like the whole Spartan aesthetic, you know, just that simple big bronze round shield looks really cool. Yeah, butchering what's left here. I think Nawaki is on his last legs. Civilians, though, broken. 67 of them. They will probably not come back. I think they're out of here. But they've done their work. Yeah, I think Long Shlong, not Long Dong Shlong, Long Shlong, he used his civilians quite well. I think people can really screw with them, and they're just like, people take them as like a throwaway. And the thing is, if you treat them as a throwaway, you're not really going to achieve anything with them. But if you treat them as a nice little, just cheap additional unit to your front line, it can be useful. I like this, yet working in tandem here with Cardolan and Dale, just helping each other out. Very appreciated. I do worry about this general for Duran. You know, a Shadow Guard could get a lucky hit and kill him. You know, this captain of the Shadow Guard could just jump at him, take him out. And that might spell a bit of disaster for his actual push over here. Which doesn't... Oh, I guess he's almost done anyway, isn't he? Yeah, this is mainly a Hobbit-led push. And the only people that aren't are the Wardens of Tir Northad. They're not really... They're shaken right now, you can see. Wow. Maybe. I mean, there's only 15 of them. But yeah, if we did get a general kill, these guys might bolt. Uruk captains are in there. Nice armor piercing. Again, great to deal with the Ents. I think if the Ents are in there... I guess he wants to use up his ammo. I think, yeah, it's fair enough for Petty. It's just, I feel, if those Proudfoot protectors... Oh, wow, okay. I like that. I like that a lot. We've got the Kindred. I've been neglecting this side of the battlefield a bit. We have the Kindred fighting toe-to-toe with the Harbingers of Castamere. Both general units. But I think, yeah, the Harbingers had already been battling for some time now. They are just not... They do not have what it takes to battle them back now. And oh, Balak of the Marksman. Hey, these guys have been very useful earlier. Dragon's Wrath Guildsman. I love that the guys are still using these little units over here. And the general, yeah, no, I like it. Just not sacrificing this area. You don't want to give the attackers an inch over there. Just yeah, keep smashing them. Those Ents, I think, are almost done. The Temple Guard are in there now. Two jeepers, the Temple Guard have traveled. They have been traveling a lot in this battle. Bjornings, oh, there's no route up there. Interesting. Okay, cool. I was going to say, surely they would want to run around this way, but they can't. To be honest, I don't know if now is the time for the Bjornings. There's Shield Guard in there, they'll stab him to pieces, but I think he is just trying to overwhelm. Get another elite unit in there, you know. High damage. They're very high damage even without their charge. They can do a lot of good work. So I think he is just wanting to throw those bear boys into the fight. And just have them smash up the enemy a bit. Moving away. The heroic stand of these Easterlings. Their backs were really up against the wall, and they did their best. There's... Yeah, no, he's done there. What's this? Is this the one tree of Cura... Oh, there's a tree there. But I've never really seen trees in Curathungal. Oh my... Oh, wait. Oh, there's one there. Okay. No, Curathungal, there are very, very few trees, so it's quite funny to see that. Yeah, okay, cool. Anyway. I thought that was the one tree that had just been remaining. Oh, something I love about the Hobbits. Just the captains. You know, I love quarterstaffs. I love their outfits there. They're really cool. I think, yeah, the Hobbit captains have to be one of my favorite looking models. Sharpshooters, armor piercing, but there's so much quality here. I'd say, yeah, if I was Petty, I would just get in there with my Proudfoots now. And gatekeepers there too, and a halberd for your pike next to you. You've got the Bandabras archers there, armor piercing and melee. Maybe even received an armor upgrade. They can do that. So yeah, no, I would just get flying on in just to overwhelm these evil elites. What do we still have? The halberds, shield guard, sharpshooters. Yeah, all ready to do their best, but no. Bit of trouble for them. Tharbad Warhammers marching on back. Very bloodied. General, I'm sure, incredibly bloodied. That's probably why he didn't send his Tharbad Warhammers in to fight the Olokai, because that's where he is general. Very dangerous place for a general to be. I've actually been on 0.9 speed for ages now, so let's get up to 1 as the forces of evil make their last stand in Carathungel. Still taking fire from outside. Sharpshooters there, cracking their maces off against these two shield guard. Looks like the sharpshooters actually pulled back. We got the crossbows out. I think once you've actually fallen back. Oh, bear boys. Bears have claimed the Tower of Spiders. I think it's something along the lines of like Tower of Spiders. Yeah. But we will see. Okay. Still blasting in. Kind of says that, you know, Tower of Spiders makes think that Shelob was hanging about here, of course, long before this tower was constructed. Constructed by the Númenóreans, of course, too. As with all, you know, big big Mordor structures. It was all built by better folk. Oh dear, sharpshooter there. He's gonna do his best, but yeah, this is the only place they can hide. It's the only place safe from the overwhelming fire of hobbitry and Cardolan men. 2 seconds. Move my foot mat. As I say, I talk about it a lot, but I can like shuffle back and forth as I'm casting sometimes, and it slowly moves my foot mat left. Ooh, he's doing his best. He's taking a lot of damage, but heavily armored, and he might actually get a kill here. He's armor piercing in melee, so both of these units. Oh, he did it! He blooming did it. Well done. Nah, he's not going to take out this next one, is he? Though surely. A few hobbits routing him if you're cheering him on. Probably cowering in the corner, a little bit scared. Oh, more brave hobbits coming in though. Ah, no, that's him down. He did well. He did well as he could have hoped. Oh, we've actually got some Turkish hunters that ran around this way. Ah, that's where Duran sent in his gatekeepers too. Shooting into those Turkish hunters. Nazgul coming around a little bit. I'd be surprised we didn't get a rout here quite quickly from these hobbits. Yeah, shaken already. Yeah, taking damage from one side, Nazgul on the other. Yeah, they will die. Like every swing, one of these hobbits is going to go down. Yeah, you're seeing that basically every swing. Petty's trying his best there, but there's nothing you can really do. Where are those kindred, eh? Oh! He's not noticing them. He is not noticing this. Duran. Pay attention. Surely he's not going to get many kills. And the funny thing is they've all got their crossbows out, so they could just do a firing line execution in a second. Oh, that's a beautiful halberd. Oh! 2 down. 3 of them just straight up dead there. The kindred's spotting it now, though. Trying to come over. And this is the problem, you know, if you can communicate very well. Okay, he dead. Oh. Interesting. Oh, goodness me. You can see from just 2 shots. That's the damage that was done. Holy smokes. Very well played, Nawaki. And yeah, I think those 2 can be happy enough. The general there, along with his trusted crossbowmen, did about as well as they could. Now Medex is going to come on in alongside Duran. Do we have an attack being committed to here? We do. Rangers coming in alongside the men-at-arms. We're at captains, though. As I say, we vastly outnumber the orcish, spiritual, and dark Númenórean defenders are horrendously outnumbered here, but this is not what's going to be needed to deal with them. Vanderbrass archers, armor piercing, I like it. Tharbad warhammers, yep, they'll do some good work. Dale's coming all the way around. Yeah, good. I appreciate it. I like it. Use the map. Hell yeah. Like, don't just come in where the defenders want you to. You should yeah, make use of all the approaches. The Nazgul again down to 9 now as they engage the men of Cardolan, who will no doubt break shortly. Yeah, because there's no Dunedain Rangers, do not provide a morale buff. I think Duran's going to come in with his Tharbad Warhammers though. At this point in the battle, if I was petty, I would have gone full melee. Like, I don't. It's been. I think it's been arguably decided for a wee bit. And Rhun too. You know, like, I think it's arguably been a little bit decided how the battle's going to go. So usually at that point, I will go a bit more wild, a bit more aggressive there. But it's fair. Play the game how you want to play. Like, and there's definitely a lot of merit in this thing of like. And we've seen it before in battles. I've been part of battles where it's happened. Like, you get a bit too confident and you start just thinking, like, let's just start mucking about. And then you end up losing. And then, and then the video goes on YouTube and you're like, oh dear, what have we done? But yeah, so that's something to keep in mind, Definitely, you should try and keep winning, of course, but there's sometimes where it is nice to just,
Our men are fleeing
you
the
know,
battle.
be good, be kind. But yeah, especially when the defenders have given you a good scrap at all sides. I don't think the defenders were ever, there was a lot of more cheesy ways they could have played, and I think they played good. They played skillfully, but also keeping it entertaining for all sides. And that's always nice. I really did respect the initial attack against Imladris. I liked it. I expected it to go better than it did. It was, I really think had Modexa not sent in so many troops to back up Imladris, which originally I thought was not the better of the ideas, but it turned out being really, really good. Had he not done that, I think, Imladris would have been beaten. I think Imladris would have been beaten quite efficiently. The boys have shown that they can do that before. So, no, I think that could have been it for the attack over there. Because Lothlorien would have just been coming in by himself then. And he could have been held back just, with a handful of troops. Maybe, like, this was just a micro issue, I'm sure. Maybe some more aggressive cav plays. There were a few moments where I think cavalry could have been a bit more brutal, but that was from Nawaki's point of view. Nawaki was fighting all the way across the back lines. He had a lot to pay attention to. So it's, you just think about how much I miss when I'm casting a battle, and I'm doing it usually at a slower speed, so it's very easy to do, to lose something yourself. And the Daily Paladin's coming in? Okay, cool. It looks like, did he want to get another charge in or something? I'm just wondering why he pulled back. Or did they just want to, the Tharbad Warhammers and Daelian Paladins have been fighting alongside each other for a little bit now. I guess they just wanted to make sure the Daelian Paladins got a chance to fight in here. Or, I don't think Rhun wants to lose his general. I think that's because his general was like right in the thick of it there for a second. I think he pulled him out. I don't know. I think it's a mark of honor when your general dies on the battlefield, especially fighting, toe to toe with a Nazgul. That's, that's about as good as you can get. But Blackshot Dragon Slayer's coming in there now, mopping up the last of the Uruk captains, and there's still a Nazgul over there. Could actually be the general. I think that's the general who was part of the Uruk captains. Again, armor piercing. This is part of an armor piercing unit. Taking down another paladin before he goes, though. He is not wanting to go down easy. And then the Hobbit masses are coming on in. And yeah, that's going to be too overwhelming. Let's stay in that, I think. A few more Tharbad Warhammers might end up going down. Yeah, I think that was sort of the plan from Rhun. He wanted to engage them, but he wanted to engage them in such a way that his general wasn't actually taking the damage, which is sensible. I try and do that a lot in my Divide and Conquer campaigns. Just it's tough to get the general unit involved without running too much risk of getting yourself killed. But no, that was super duper. I really like that one. Let's we'll settle here at 1 speed, and I'll do my general chat through now. I know some people really don't like, going through the ending at 2 speed. They like to just watch the ending fight, so that's fair enough. And feel free as well, just skip. I always say, I'd much rather you watch my content in any way you please, rather than not watching my content at all. So please, just skip through wherever you want. Watch stuff at 2 speed. I always watch videos at 2 speed. It means you can get through a lot more content in the day. But anyway, I've lost track. Oh yes, so yeah, this was really fun. I really like Curathon. I'm hoping that it turns back to being a black ground. Does make it look a lot more spooky, a lot darker. Which, yeah, Curathon is a very, very menacing place. Not far from Minas Morgul, so it's You've got you've got Shelob lurking around constantly. So yeah, all of her little spiderlings here and there too. So no, I'd like that, but no, it's fun to see it. Fun to see it get used, and I think the defenders did a good job here. We've got Sam riding his horse amongst the sheriffs. Good. I don't think the defenders made any major mistakes. As I say, I liked what they did against Imladris at the start. It didn't work out, but I know why they did it. And had they allowed Imladris to attack as they pleased, and had they not done that, then they would have started fighting. Imagine fighting Imladris troops in here. You know, you can't use your numbers. Evil defenders, even like Umbar and Rhun, evil defenders are always a little bit tough in comparison to good defenders. It's it's always a nice thing when people do it. It's good, sort of cool thematic and all that. But I do love those horde orcish. Oh, did these guys come back? I think those civvies came back, or he maybe had another unit of civvies that I didn't see. So it's, are we celebrating? No, not yet. There's still something in there. There's the Dalian General hanging out there too. Sorry, distracted myself again. Yeah, I love those like massive horde orc defenses. It's always fun just defending somewhere with like hordes of infantry, even though it's maybe not super duper effective sometimes. I think the guys definitely took the better armies for what they had to contend with today, and the good factions for what they had to contend with today as well. So great. Of course, those Dragon's Wrath crossbowmen losing their body piercing soon. So we'll have to see how well. I've already got a battle that shows them off a little bit, and even without their I think they've lost their 2 hit points too, I suspect, and losing their body piercing, so they're just incredibly high damage crossbowmen now, which I think is still quite powerful. The boys flooding out now, not wanting to spend not wanting to spend a second longer in Carathungal than they have to. So have a zoom through Thanatos there. Casimir's Rangers and the Corsair crossbows, super duper, as you can see here, right? So for anybody that is like, oh no, body piercing, it's going to be so bad without body piercing. Look, come on. I know, like, you can expect a lot more from the Dragon's Wrath crossbows, but this was just a well-used unit of Corsair crossbows. The Corsair crossbows are very light, very easy to shoot down, and Dragon's Wrath crossbows, nicely armored. Good melee defense, good melee attack. They're going to look after themselves a lot more than some little Corsair crossbowman does. So they're going to do some damn good work, even without their body piercing. Alcaronas Legion there, fighting the Imladris elves. That's about as good as you can hope for, in all honesty. So yeah, super duper. Axe Guard. Oh, sorry, Shield. Yeah, Adunam Shield Guard. Well done. I like the Adunam Shield Guard, even though I don't really use them. They had received some, or at least one of them had received some experience buffs there, so most of his armies probably received a melee upgrade too. Corsair Fencers, I love that. I do love that unit. I don't really take it too much, but they are fun. And then the Treb, I think he got quite unlucky with the Treb. We only saw a few of his hits, and yeah, I think there were so many spears. And Carathungal is a tightly packed area, so it's difficult to pull off those great charges. Filler, yep. I think it was super duper. A lot of guys caught. I guess that was all the hobbits that were routing that he grabbed. Yeah, nice. Very good stuff. And yep, talked about Nowaki there. As for the boys, I think all the attackers did very well. Petty, I think, could have come forward earlier, but I mean, he was always attacking, and I just think I'm surprised that his morale held out with what he was doing. I expect him to rout off earlier. And yep, Mudexa, I didn't like what he was doing at the start by just backing up Sharkan. I felt it would be better off to open up another point of attack, but it turned out to be the much better idea, definitely. And the defenders kept putting troops in there, so yeah, just much better to do what he did. And Sharkan kept his cool. He saw what was happening to him, and he was like, okay, well, if I'm going to die, I'm going to take a hell of a lot of them down with me. And that's exactly what he did. So thank you for everybody, and I'll see you later.